We are doing Pictomancer job stories today, and then I'm gonna stop the stream and start a new one and do the fourth area, beginning of fourth area. All right, let us begin. Mind over matter. Very nice. Oh, my literal embodiment. Very nice. Now you literally embody the soul of a Pictomancer, Kupo. While the Pictomancer's brush may look like a big paintbrush, it is in fact a stylized variant of a staff. That's it. You've probably wondered why we don't just use staves. But put simply, it's much easier to bring your imagination to life through the medium of art. The magic brushes and ink allows a Pictomancer to express abstract thoughts in a deliberate manner, Kupo. So as I mentioned though, it's ultimately your imagination that matters the most. For with the wisdom of Pictomancy, Pictomancer's past at your disposal, you already possess the artistic skills you require. Now, as much as I would love for you to get painting right away, there is something else we must do first. We must go to Nofika's altar and apologize to the hero you mentioned. That, and by we, I mean me. Off we go, Kupo. Oh, you noticed. I didn't. As you can see, I have a 97 warrior, 96 viper, and everything else is just 90. It's up for the blue mage. What's up, blue mage? Slide. For the love of the elements, no more complaints. Oh, I beg your pardon, adventurer. The Moogle there, is that perhaps... Indeed, I am the one who caused so much trouble. It wasn't my intention to do so, and I've come to beg for forgiveness, Kupo. Ah, I see. As you appear to be genuinely remorseful, all I ask is that you refrain from aggressively soliciting him here henceforth. Agreed? You have my word, Kupo. Now that I've found a capable Pictomancer, my soliciting days are over. I'm relieved to hear it. With that matter settled, I may turn my attention to another situation. Oh, and what situation might this be? Distressing noises coming from an empty manor in the Getry's ward. Fiends are believed to be haunting the cellar, and their nightly clamor is keeping the surrounding residents awake. Fiends, you say? Drac'to here. We'll deal with them, Kupo. Oh god, I'm being ball and toad again. Remember, it is the spirit of the Pictomancer to lend a helping hand, to shine the light of hope to those in need. This is always a wonderful opportunity to put your newfound skills to the test. Rest assured, I'd be there to offer sage advice every wing flap of the way. I mean, it is a good way to test my powers. An offer of aid is kind indeed, and I'll accept it with thanks. The Getry's ward is situated just past Apatu's Falls. Apatu's Falls. Proceed there when you are ready. And ready we are, aren't we, Drac'to? Let the Pictomancy training begin, Kupo! The Getry's ward lies beyond these gates. Are you ready to put the skills to the test, Kupo? I'm ready to paint up a storm. Excellent! Time to clear out the manor, Kupo. Here we go, Kupo. I'll send some answer lurking below. But before we charge in, allow me to expound upon the fundamentals of Pictomancy. I already know all that. You must first paint a motif on the canvas. Only then can you bring it to life. Try painting a poem, Kupo. Come, go on. Don't be shy. Well done, Kupo. Now unleash it upon your foes. Focus your magics on the striking dummy and summon your palm muse. Palm away! Excellent work, Kupo. Palms away. Excellent, Kupo. Next, give me your best wing motif. Very good, Kupo. Now you can invoke your winged muse against our friend the striking dummy. With palm and wing being fresh in your mind, I want you to imagine the muse and accomplice together. By fusing them, you give life to the fantastic Moogle, Kupo. Moogle Beam! The big, magnificent thought that envisions your new friend, Mog of the Ages. Moogle Beam! Excellent, Kupo. He may not be as winsome as yours truly, but he sure serves you well enough. Aside from your Mog, a hammer stamp is an excellent alternative to palm-bowling enemies. But if you wish to provide aid, I recommend aspiring artist allies with a starry fuse. Never stop trimming up these motifs, but your allies will thank you, and your friends won't hit you. And take some getting used to too, so feel free to experiment, people. I'll be right here when you're ready. It's time to silence the noise! Oh, invisible wall! Fly! Man. The infection is worse than I expected. We will clear these ones out first. Let's make it a lesson of it, Kupo. By casting different hues, spells of different hues, your palette will begin storing ether. With a sufficient saturated palette, you may avail yourself of a subtractive palette with increased might. You're natural with the subtractive palette. Subtractive palette, Kupo. It seems you've scared off the stragglers as well. Let's head further in. Oh, what? But that's an obnoxious noisemaker, Kupo. Now that's an obnoxious noisemaker, Kupo. Since we're gasping the basics, I'll leave you to your Pictomancer. Show this brigand what's for. What for? Hammer for the rock. Go, go, Pictomancer do so much damage. Duty complete. Well done, Drac'to. I knew you'd make an excellent Pictomancer from the start. I have a soul crystal to thank. I do have a soul crystal to thank for that. With such a show of skill, yet you remain so humble. I tip my palm to you, Kupo. In any case, with this clamorous fiend are gone for good, the residents can rest easy once more. But come, let's quit this place. The dampness doesn't agree with my fur. Popo. Allow me to congratulate you on a successful first outing, Drac'to. The Pictomancers of Eld would be proud. Though you may yet be a novice of the arts, as a veteran adventurer you've grasped the fundamentals quickly, as well you should, Kupo. Archon Realm didn't urge her disciples to roam the star for their own amusement, you know. She wished for them to intimately understand the wider world, to journey to the lands unknown and savor every discovery, to reveal in sensation, emotion, and yes, even danger, revel, even. For those experience enrich the palette of the imagination, making one's Pictomancy all the more very vibrant. Kupo? You've returned. I'm beginning to wonder and worry and come to see whether all was well. Dare I hoped. Oh, you've dealt with the fiends? Wonderful, wonderful. With that, all outstanding matters of concern have been addressed, like the residents of Gentry's board. I too may sleep soundly once more. You have both my heartfelt gratitude, You both have my heartfelt gratitude. May the matron keep you wheresoever you shall go. And you see how happy we make him. That's the power of Pictomancy for you. And this is only the beginning. As part of your training, you and I shall travel near and far. Search for those in need, just as Archon Realm once did. But you must forget our promise. Either. Before we take to the road, I'd like to see if the locals know anything about my friend. In the meantime, I bid you dedicate yourself to honing your skills, Kupo. I see you've been diligent in your training, Drac'to. You look more confident with the magic brush on your back and exude the aura of a proper Pictomancer, Kupo. I can readily tell these things if I once traveled with a pair of Pictomancers after all. Your soul crystal used to belong to one of them. In fact, his name was Jean-Pierre TQS, and he was an exemplar of our art. The other was Jacram Kidtwetz's apprentice, a girl named Biruru. Despite having only been 16 summers, she is already an accomplished Pictomancer, and she is the friend of mine who's missing, bro. I'd love to meet. Oh well. He's probably dead. Missing, that's a bit worrying, isn't it? Well, she's missing in the sense that I don't know where she is, but I don't fear for her safety. With her ability, she can more than fend for herself. But it was hard for Biru when Jacques passed away. He was as a grandfather to her. Even now, she must be feeling so terribly lonely. That's why I want to find her and make amends. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to learn anything about where she might have gone. But I won't give up. I'm hoping of picking up Biruru's trail. We'll retrace my journey with her and aid those in need along the way. I'm glad you like the plan. Now, we make to bundle up. You'll want to bundle up. Well, extra warm, because our first stop will be Corthus. Camp Dragonhead, to be precise, shall we? My god, that is actually pretty good. Mericidia. Let's find that. America. Greater teleportation. Gods, this is cold, Kupo. Just like when I visited with Drac'to and Baruru. Baruru had never seen snow before, and she was the picture of glee. She rolled up a snowball and threw it at me with all her might. Then she threw another and another, and soon I found myself in dire straits. Oh, I am in dire straits. Dire straits? Yes, just so. I found myself buried in dire straits. Oh wait. What are you doing here, Mr. Hero? Well now, what a curious coincidence. We should cross paths here. Is he gonna be the villain of the story? I have come to the camp as an emissary of Grodania. Alas, my Ishkardian counterpart, with whom I was to meet, was wounded during a training exercise prior to my arrival. I tended to him as best I could, but I'm afraid the outlook is grim. Oh dear! Are his injuries that great? Well, the injuries itself wasn't life-threatening. The resulting wound has a poison courses through his body, against which my magics are ineffective, and now he burns from a terrible fever. Just this moment I recall the treatment that will purge the impurity, but it requires a horn of a rare Hertabeast, and I have no skill in hunting. That sounds like a job for our promising Pictomancer. Drac'to, here, come find the Hertabeasts and take it down with a few swift brushstrokes. Brushstroke, not brushstroke. You would aid me again? The kindness knows no bounds. Twould be prudent to question the garrison about the Hertabeast. The creatures are rare, but the knights may have sighted one during their patrols. Perfect. We'll have the horn ready in no time. Oh, Director, if you've ever come here, you're very welcome here. It is aught you require. I see. You're in an elusive glory indeed. As it happens, though, a comrade of mine chanced upon a Hertabeast by the vigil. Only yesterday, but luck it shall still be near. You gaze across snowy hillsides, but observe nothing. No. You spy a horned silhouette by the entrance of the Weeping Saint. A hartebeest, perhaps? Oh, that's a shorter one. Helping others is one's travels. This, my friend, is the essentials of Pictomancy. You have returned. Please tell me you've obtained the Hertabeast's horn. There you go, dude. Yes, this is the horn. I cannot thank you enough. I shall use it to prepare a infusion of an ailing knight at once. No sooner did you arrive here and your help the soul in need. Well done, Drac'to. I haven't expected to aid the same person twice, but the world is full of surprises, and Pictomancer prosper for every existent experience. As you yourself said, Pictomancy is as you said, journey is of paramount importance to Pictomancy. It sure is, Kupo. A journey to new places in a feast is a feast for the imagination, and a well-fed imagination produces more vivid pictures. If you want to grow as a Pictomancer, you can't simply stay in one place. You must go forth and see what's out there. By the way, you've been to Ishgard before, yes? Looking back on your first visit, with emotion and sensations have remained with you most strongly. The grief of losing a friend. Your friend. yours was an arduous, arduous journey indeed, Kupo. I can scarcely imagine just how difficult your trials must have been. But it's because you've experienced such loss, I think that you've been able to fight on for those who can do so much more. So no longer. Thank you for sharing this with me, Drac'to. To hear what's important to you is inspiration. Inspires me to be hopeful, bro. Now then, as I did back in Dania, I must inquire about my friend Baruru until it's time for us to move on. I bid you keep up your training. The maddened gleam in your eye. Eyes? The abyssal portress of one who has produced too many works in far too little of time. I can tell you've been training hard, Kupo. Your aura, too, has burgeoned since last we spoke, lending you the mysterious sign of an artist undergoing a wild and wonderful evolution. I have a chocobo brush. I think I'll make this. You think I'm making this to you? Making this up to you? I'm stringing together very vaguely relevant affirming words. Oh, ye of little faith! Thank the matron. Exactly, Kupo. We must thank the matron for all the best to Nofika and her bounty, but why are we thanking her? I thank the matron. We may speak before you depart, of course. I have someone here who wish to express his gratitude. Our Iscardian friend has made a full recovery, and it is thanks to the horn you brought. Your selfless action has saved my life. I know not how I can ever repay you. No need for that. Kupo, to see you hail and ho is repayment enough. Like some payment. I am glad to understand that you are searching for someone, a traveling painter. Indeed I am. Her name is Baruru, and she's my very best friend. Proved by endeavor, I took the liberty of making inquiries amongst my comrades. Alas, none recall having seen such an individual. As patrolling the borders is one of our chief duties, we would have noted if your friend passed through. My apologies, we cannot be of aid. I see. Still, to have confirmation that Baruru wasn't here is very helpful. Thank you, Kupo. It was the least I could do for my saviors. Now, we must attempt our next visit and our next meeting, but I wish you well on your journey ahead. Sigh, where could Baruru be? We may not have found any clue here, but with some luck we'll find her at her next destination. Kugane! Getting there, however, will prove challenging unless you visited the far east before Drac'to. I have. I'll just teleport over there. Wonderful! That makes our lives much easier, Kupo. Now, listen closely. I have here a lovely crafted and blessedly breathtaking hemp sack. I want you to stuff me inside and teleport me to Kugane with you. You needn't gasp. It's a well considered request. While I may not be replete with teleportations anima like you, I can tag along as one of your belongings. So stuff me in a sack. I can take it, Kupo. God, that's hilarious. I love this. So much less serious than pipe. You are now carrying a Kupopo-sized sack. It will be prudent to handle your burden with utmost care until such time as you reach Kugane. Now I'm gonna go to run around swinging this sack around, going hardy, 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 hardy. Here we are! God, that music is loud. The Kupopo-sized sack is wriggling righteously. Ah. What a peaceful nap that was, Kupo. I see you've arrived safely and gone it. That's a peaceful nap that was, Kupo. And I see you've arrived safely in Kugane. This city is impossibly picturesque as ever. Why, when I first arrived here with Baruru and Jean-Q, I thought we were in a waking dream, Kupo. Oh shit. We were all fascinated by the Far Eastern art, especially the bright, bold presentation of Ukikyo paintings. It was a treat to view so many pieces up close. Wait, is Baruru gonna be Realm and this point? Around reminiscing about Realm? What of you, Drac'to? What did you recall most vividly upon your first visit here? A eye-popping pest, not are nothing but trouble, if you ask me. They think they can get away with all manner of mischief and look cute doing it, but only Mughal should be able to do that, Kupo. Still, too much to meet such unusual creatures walking, talking fishfolk would have stirred your imagination to no end, and you have your journey to thank for that experience. Right then, I'd like to begin searching for Raruru, and I think the tea house would be a good place to start. The proprietor ought to be able to strike down this hapless fool. Precisely, Kupo. Proprietor ought to be able to strike down this hapless. Wait, hey, who's gonna strike down what? Hold on a minute. It's a soul in need of aid. What troubles you, good sir? Oh, turbulent tides take me. I am an art dealer from Uldar, you see, and I came to Kugane to sell a masterpiece I acquired Mayorzia. But nearly a day before we arrived, we were engulfed by a terrible storm. We rocked and rolled, barely able to keep the ship from capsizing. In the chaos, the crate containing my precious art piece was cast into roiling waves. That's terrible, Kuko. Is there any chance that it can be found? Assuming it wasn't dragged into the fathomless depths, the sailors tell me the crate has lightly drifted into Ruby Sea, Confederate waters. No one is willing to go and search for it. I believe it's your time to shine again, Drac'to. You can find this poor fellow, yes? Help this poor fellow, yes? Why not? Well acquainted with the pirates, you say? If you could speak with them about my crate, I would be grateful beyond words. Confederate pirates on Sakizuki keep in close watch of the nearby waters. If anyone has seen the crate in question, it would be them. To the ruby price. Oh, if it isn't our friend Drac'to, what brings you back to these parts? Business with Rasho and Tensui, perhaps? A crate containing a piece of art. As a matter of fact, we fished something like that out of the water not long ago. But as you well know, the Ruby sees our territory, and anything that Kite delivers to us is ours by right. We cannot just hand it over. But we owe so much to Drac'to. I haven't forgotten. That being that case, why don't we make it interesting and have a friendly contest for the crate? Challenge accepted. That's the spirit. I'll make it simple. Hunt ogre crabs. Both sides will get the same amount of bait. The person who can catch more crabs is the winner. Alright then. Once you've used up your bait, bring the shells to me as proof. I'll be waiting. Perfect. Let the contest begin. Anyway, always in a rush that one. You need only lay your bait by the shore and dispatch any ogre crabs that day. When you're of no bait left, come back and show me the shells you've collected from your kills. Fly. Ah. Oh, you've brought the shells. I'll take them off your hand then. And the winner is... Drac'to! By merely a single shell. Congratulations! Good show, Drac'to. Expect nothing less from you. I'm a man of my word, so the crate's yours. Though it was just a friendly game, it was a privilege to go up against you. I'll be sure to tell everyone about it. Yes, thank you for humoring us. I hope the crate is what the merchant is after. I fly. Oh god, what is this? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Looking at the Mount Coco thing and I'm like, why? What? Sorry guys, I got cut off. Are you? You are ready. You have returned. Ah, you are returned. Were you able to find my crate? Oh, traders be praised. This is the very crate I lost, and it's still intact. You're truly a godsend, adventurer. Word fails to express my gratitude. It's impressive indeed that you could track down a crate. Excellent work, Drac'to. Reminds me what was in this crate again? A painting for having been adrift for a while? I hope it hasn't been ruined. Judging by its condition, I just want to believe it that it's all is well. But let's see. Thank the traders, tis unharmed. And there, I thought I had packed it excellently. And there, I thought I had packed it excellently. Pluck my plum! That's one of Jacques Lacque's pieces, Coupeau. Oh ho! You have a keen eye, it seems. Eyes include. Indeed, this is a work of a traveling artist, Jacques Q. painted in the winter of his years. I purchased it a few moons ago from a young lady who was his apprentice. Baruru Kapu? I've been searching all over for her. How do you know where she is? Do you know where she is? Oh, she was a friend of yours, I take it. Please tell me everything you know, where you've met, where she might be now, everything? She might... I don't know how to say it, but from what I hear, your friend has passed on. She had come to Ul'dah to sell a small trove of Jacques Lacque's paintings. His works are extremely rare, so it caused quite a stir amongst the art dealers. Expensive though the pieces were, it didn't take long for her to sell them all, and once she had, she disappeared. Her belongings were apparently strewed about her inn-room, yet there was nary a sign of foul play. None has seen her since, and 'tis rumor she found a quiet place to end her life. No, I think I knew Jacques Lacque's death left a void in her heart, but Baruru couldn't have. This is a room, nothing more. You don't know anything for certain. But forgive me, it was not my intent to cause you distress with these grim tidings. 'Twas but because of them, in fact, that this piece failed to sell in Eorzea. Thus did I bring it all the way to the Far East, hoping to find a buyer here indeed. Instead. Now, isn't much, but please accept this token of my gratitude. With that, I must take my leave of you and go to meet with a prospective client. I'm sorry, Drac'to. You did well, you did. But if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while, Coupeau. Oh, it's you, Kupo. What is it? I wanted to see how you are faring. It's kind of you, Kupo. Truth be told, I'm still struggling to come to terms. If Baru truly left this world, it means that I... It wasn't too late, thank goodness. It wasn't too late, thank goodness. If only, Kupo, if only. It's Mr. Artiel. What brings you back to us? I've concluded my business here and shall be returning to Oda, but before I take sail, I promise to speak with you again. 'Tis plain your friend's fate weighs heavy on your mind. If you want to know the truth for a certainty, I shall be glad to introduce someone who deals in information. You think this person could know what became of Baruru? Oh yes. The man makes it his business to know everyone else and will die. At the very least, he should be able to tell you if your friend yet lives. Something came up, so I had to take care of that real quickly. He also happens to owe me a favor. I shall personally ask him to assist you. Once you've arrived in the Ul'dah, head to Emerald Avenue and look for a speckled man with a self-satisfying grin. That will be him. Now then, it's time I board my vessel. Farewell, my friends, and best of luck. I want to know Drac'to desperately, but at the same time, I'm so scared, Kupo. If Baruru really is gone. We'll face the truth together. Shining the light of hope for me, are you? You've grown so much as a Pictomancer. Thank you. With you at my side, I feel I can press on and face whatever becomes, Kupo. Wait, let's head to Ul'dah. We'll do it with the same way as the journey here. You teleport with me in the sack. In the sack you go, boy. Oh. Ul'dah! Alright, how much is teleportation cost? Too expensive. I'm gonna use you. Oh god! Not there. There. To the emerald! Oh, it's right there. I fly! Well, that was a lovely little nap. Are you like that? And just like that, we're here. We've arrived. The towering skyscraper, the dry desert air mingling with the scent of gear. There's no mistaking. Ul'dah. Now then, we shall find who deals in the information Kupo. And I believe I have a bespectacled man there, with a grin that does indeed bespeak unwavering confidence. Well, if it ain't the pair of art dealers called about. You could tell me, or you could tell who we are. You could tell who we are just like that? You really do know things, Kupo. That's true enough, but to be fair, I have to be blind as a bat to miss a Google while traveling with the savior of the bloody realm, eh? Then some. I understand you're looking for a friend? That's right, her name is Baruru, and she was last seen in Ul'dah. If you know anything about what became of her, you must tell me, Kupo. Don't get your palm in a twist. I'll oblige your burning curiosity. It was half a year past that Baruru came to Ul'dah. She brought with her 8 of Drac'to's paintings, which she put up for sale. She sold the lot in a matter of weeks, and with the small fortune she made, she went and bought herself accommodations at the ostery. No, it can't be right. Afraid it is, my furry friend. Now, it's very stressing that been interred in the city is not an inexpensive position. Hardly surprising given the limited space that's left. But she made the donation to the ossuary up a full and in full, and amount most folks never seen in their lifetime. What did she do after that? The remains are a mystery. Her room at the inn was found neat and tidy. You wouldn't have known she's been there if not for the personal belongings left behind. Amongst those of greatest interest was a set of traveling gear, a coin purse containing the payment for the room, and a letter that says that she wasn't coming back. Finding it all a bit odd, the innkeep pulled the brass bracelet and inspect, but evidence led him to conclude she was voluntarily missing, and likely dead her by her own hand. Baruru really is gone? That's what they think, but who's to say, eh? There's only one way to be certain, I reckon. According to priests who oversees burials, Baruru's coffin is stored in Iruk's burial chamber by the ossuary. You'll have to open it up and see what's there or isn't with your own eyes. I'll go there at once, Kupo. And off he flies. You should go after him. Depending on what's waiting, he'll need support. I'm sorry, but that is out of the question. I beg you, Kupo. It would only be a little peek. I did not make it any less an act of defilement. You cannot allow you to disturb the dead. Drac'to, this police says we cannot check Baruru's coffin. Please explain the situation to him. So that's the way of it. While I am not unsympathetic to your plight, a coffin may only be open in extraordinary circumstances with the permission of family, which you are not. I am sorry, but I ask you to leave me in peace. I have my hands full with other pressing matters. Oh, and what matters might those be, if I may ask? In order to address the shortage of burial sites in the city, the work has been underway to expand an Urgork's burial chambers downwards. Alas, the excavators inadvertently unleashed a horde of zombies from a unmapped ruin, and it falls to me to deal with. Oh, this sounds like another opportunity for Drac'to to put his Pictomancy to work. Pictomancy, being the art created by the fabled Archon realm, who roamed the lands lending aid to those in need. None other, Kupo. The matter of the tomb can wait. Let's tend to these zombies first. While I should be the most grateful, the zombies have taken to prowling the Tsohg's excavation site in central Dawntrail. Please see that those tormented souls finally rest. Oh my god. The zombies have been dealt with? Wonderful. You have my health thanks, good Pictomancer. While you were away, I spoke further with Kupopo about his relationship with Mistress Baruru. I understand now that they are family to one another. In light of this, and also in recognition for your service, I allow you to examine her corpse. If you would follow me. I feel like she might have buried her master in there. This is the one. If you are ready, I Well, oh, I shall open it. Very well. Please don't let it be her. What? What is this, Kupo? A painting? Yes. We can all see that, and I recognize it as well. It is Jacques Kilkis's final work, the Eternal Palace. Ephemeral Palace. Why are the paintings in the casket? And if Baruru wasn't here, then where could she possibly be? I'm afraid no one in the order knows where she has gone. Several moons ago, Mistress Baruru came to us unannounced. Pardon me, is anyone here? Greetings, my child. Have you come to pay your respects? No, I was told I could purchase a tomb here. Tombs are bestowed upon prior souls who bestowed on the prior souls who make donations. Yes. Oh, I see. In that case, I wish to make a donation. My master's painting fetched a high price, so I believe I have sufficient funds. Would it be possible to have a tomb prepared immediately? In the matter, in that manner she secured a burial, right? And so we set upon making the necessary arrangements. While all was in readiness, she requested a moment alone in the chamber, so I waited outside the entrance. When she did not emerge for a time, I went back to check on her, only to find she was gone. There was only the painting and a handwritten instructions instructing us to inter it. So you're saying Baruru vanished into thin air? As far as I can tell, as you can see, there's only one entrance to the chamber. I organized a large-scale search thinking she might have wandered into the lower levels or even those new excavations, yet still we found nothing. At length the search was called off, and without answers what else could I do but fulfill her final request? I placed the painting within the coffin where it has remained ever since. Curiouser and curiouser, Kupo. There is everything I know. I am sorry I could not tell you more. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return to my duties. Yes, of course. Apologies, I need this. Come on then, let's head back outside. Entering Drac'to till La Quelle's painting and vanishing without trace, I'm not sure what to make of Baruru's actions. And what about you, Drac'to? Do you have any ideas? The key to this. I hope so, Kupo. Because if the painting had helped us find answers, then I have no idea where we go from here. I suppose it's back to the search. I'm going to take some time to ponder things and see if I can think of other leads to pursue. Meanwhile, please continue training. Think colorful thoughts. Keep your brush arm supplied and come and find me when you feel your art's aura has grown further, Kupo. Why? Drac'to, I can tell you've been applying yourself to your training. Oh yeah, the enigmatic aura of an accomplished artist is unmistakable. I put in mind of Jacques Till La Q as he was in his prime. Now then, imagine a great big canvas and have yet to receive even a single drop of painting. Then for that. Unfortunately, it's the state of my search for Baru. I couldn't find any clue as to her whereabouts, and I'm at a loss to what to do next. Perhaps we should consider what Baruru's objective must have been. Baruru's objective, if we're to even guess, then I think I have no choice but to revive the events of the fateful day. Let us speak of the very root of our troubles, the argument that led to Baruru and I going our separate ways. On that day, the two of us returned to Rimsalominsa after a journey. The first without Jacques T. Lacque's company. Old age and long years on the road has taken their toll, and we had made the difficult decision to leave him at the care of a sanctatorium. With a smile on his face as he lay abed, he had wished us well on our upcoming adventures and reminded Baruru that she mustn't. Could it be? Yes, it must. Baruru has become part of a painting. Baru has become part of a painting. I don't blame you for being confused. I promise to make everything clear. Come, Kupo. Drac'to, you've been the best student I could have hoped for. You've trained diligently, aided those in need, and kept your promise to me. I can't rightfully ask more of you, but this thing I'm about to do, I'm afraid I must. I beg you, lend me your strength. At once, Kupo. Come and meet me at jade tears fall, blood. I'll be waiting. There you are, Drac'to. I know you must have many questions. Allow me to explain everything, Kupo. It took a few pretty pleases, but I convinced the ossuary priest to let us borrow the painting. Baruru inherited and the other works of Jacques after he passed away. On the day of our argument, Baruru and I returned from our first journey together, and I said, but when we arrived to the sanctorium to see how Jacques had fared in our absence, all that awaited us was a few of his paintings and personal belongings. A fell fiend had found its way into the facility a few days prior, seeking to protect his fellow patients. Jacques Cousteau confronted and vanquished the beast, but the exertion proved too much. Baruru and I were devastated, for if only we had returned sooner, took a quicker route, or not wasted so much time, Jacques might still be alive. Such thoughts tormented us, Kupo. Baruru took it hardest, for she had lost her only family. She clung to me and wept like a child with her doll. And I, in a moment of judgment, said something foolish. I told her she needn't depend on me so. She needn't depend on me so. That she should stand on her own 2 feet as a Pictomancer, and that she should... She shoved me away in anger. One unkind word led to another. We shouted at each other till our throats were hoarse. When that was nothing left to say, she stormed off alone, cradling Jacques Cousteau's painting in her arms. The rest you know. Sometime after, she journeyed to Ul'dah, sold the paintings for the fund to purchase her tomb, and then vanished. And so long I've been unable to understand what she was thinking and where she might have gone. But answer was right under our nose, Kupo. You see, Baruru possessed such a vivid imagination that she could bring any of her thoughts to life. So this rare gift allowed her to not only create and reshape Jacques Cousteau, those make her to reshape. Jacques Telacue made her promise that she would never use her powers to alter a living being. But in her grief, she did just that. She made herself one with the painting. It's hard to believe, I know, but the painting itself tells the tale. Once it exuded warmth and whimsy, now it enshrouds in a stiff pall of sun. And this brings me to my request. Use your own magics. I want to enter the painting and save Baruru. But I don't know if I can do it alone. Can I rely upon your aid, Drac'to? I'm in your debt. Be warned, the painting will be a world where one's imagination is made manifest. That's to say anything can happen. So see to it you're fully prepared, Kupo. It'll be fine. There won't be Yashtolas flying everywhere, right? Okay, let's go. Let me just in case. Let's do this. Looks like we made a Kupo. The Grand Cosmos, but how? Is this scenery familiar to you? Yeah, the land of the first. You've been to such a place in another world. The mere thought of it boggles the mind, Kupo. And I recall Jacques Q saw this opulent palace in a dream and was inspired to recreate it on the canvas. Perhaps his arcane affinity allowed him to visit worlds beyond our own in his dreams, or perhaps someone from that world sent him a vision. Kupo. Regardless, we are undoubtedly within the painting. Baruru must be here somewhere. Let's go, Drac'to. So many paintings, Kupo. I have a bad feeling about this. This is the idea of welcome. Have at them, Drac'to. Go beam! Go wind power! Go water power! Fire in red! Arrow in green! Those monsters, they were music! Given life by Pictomancer! Aruru, where are you? Aruru, Jacques and I once encountered a griffin like this in Kiravania. Be careful, Drac'to! And I spin to win! Baruru! It's me, Kupopo! I've come for you! You've come for me? No one would do that. No one. Master Drac'to is gone because of me. Because I was too late. You mustn't say that, Baruru. You're not to blame. Even Kapopo abandoned me. My only friend. This wasn't true. I'll always be your friend, no matter what. Please, Baruru, please come back to me. She belongs to me, and you have no place here. Master Drac'to? No, you're just a shade born of an imagination. And you could call me a shade, Kupopo. Such insolence cannot be borne. Serious matter with my gag weapon. The real Drac'to would never hurt Kupo. A Pictomancer one in possession of my soul crystal, no less. An imitation, you are no match for the master you aspire to be. My imagination is my own. There's more than a match for yours. Bold words, but you will soon be met with but the true power of Pictomancy. Here within my masterwork, imagination and tested reality. Dictates reality. I shall paint the finishing touches in the shade of your terror. Slide! You did it, Drac'to! Your imagination triumphed over his! Paruru! Wake up, Paruru! Come on now, you stubborn fool of a Lalafell, snap out of it! Kupopo, what are you doing here? We came to bring you back, Kupo. We've been looking all over for you. It actually was a fun one. I like this duty. I never thought that someone would come after me in the painting. Drac'to, thank you for accompanying Kupopo in his journey. It's a Pictomancer's duty to help others. The Master Q taught me that the very same. I strove to live up. I strove to live up to our duty. But I couldn't save him. I couldn't save the man who raised me. It's not your fault, Kupo. Paruru, who even the brightest, most imaginative mind couldn't predict the future, Kupo. Why are you even here, trying to be nice after everything you said? My best friend, and you abandoned me when I needed you. Told me to make my own way. You know what I was saying, what I said. You know why I said what I said, Kupo. I'm not real. No matter how much I wish it, I can't remain by your side forever. Like Jacques till Q be defeated, I'm a product of Pictomancer, your imaginary friend, and nothing more. It isn't uncommon for children to have imaginary friends. They create us in their minds and help cope with their struggles. But children grow up, and when they do, we disappear, Kupo. You don't have to disappear, though. I painted you into being by my very first creation. Just like I painted Master Jacques Q, so I can fix my mistake, and so I won't be alone. Pictomancers can do wonderful things by bringing our imagination to life. We bring hope to those in need, Kupo. This Drac'to learned through his journey. And so do you, Paruru. So did you, Baru. But no matter how harsh reality may be, a Pictomancer isn't meant to paint over it, Kupo. Rather than escape reality, we've meant to give people the courage to face it. But how can I, when those who matter most to me are gone? By carrying on for them, they'll always be with me. Carrying on as a Pictomancer, for Master Jacques Drac'to and Kupo. Perhaps I can find the strength to stand on my own by holding them in my heart. You will, Kupo. You absolutely will, and you will be just fine. Safe in that knowledge, I can now take my leave, Kupo. Farewell, Drac'to. It was a joy to journey with you. Farewell, Baruru. You're my dearest friend, and you always will be. Stupid kid. Drac'to? I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused. Thank you for helping Kupopo to find and save me. When he faded away and warm and comfortable Aether flowed into my body, the magic I had used to create him, I think. In that instant, the moment and memories he shared with you became mine. The shade of the shroud, the chills of Corthus, the brilliance of Kugane, the two of you traveled far. I felt Kupopo's desperation as he searched for me. His yearning for our days on the road with Master Drac'to Tsohg, and his happiness to finding a friend in you. But what of you, Drac'to? How did you find the journey? I enjoyed training to become a Pictomancer. I'm glad to hear that. I felt the same way when I was learning the art under Master Drac'to Tsohg. Jan. I saw my first move here, you know? The way it danced through the air, so full of life and joy. What child wouldn't have wanted a friend like that? I could create him again, recalling the feeling and the warmth and paint him anew. But I won't, because as the two of you taught me, parting isn't the end. Thank you, Drac'to, for everything you've done for both Kupopo and me. From here, I'm setting out on another journey as a Pictomancer. Wherever I go, I vow to paint a path for hope as Master Drac'to Tsohg once did, and just as you will continue to do, I'm sure. Haha! Stupid game and stupid somehow getting me. Stupid imaginary friend and they're stupid. Alright, I thought that would give me a level at least. Let me just teleport to Toral for a moment. Twirolioliolio. Twirolololololo. Twirololololo. Twirolololololololololo. Twirolololololololo. Twirolololololololo. Slide. Alright, let me get to here. That's the end of the story of the Pictomancer. Thank you for. I'm gonna stop the stream, take a small break, and be back and do more MSQ. Thank you for watching, and if you can, like and subscribe. Good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're doing, and